So, you're being strangely cryptic as you wrap your magic hair around my injured hand?
Sorry. Disney movies undergo a lot of changes before they hit the big screen, and sometimes characters are totally unrecognizable from their original concept art. Check out what these 10 Disney characters were actually supposed to look like. Flynn Rider. Rapunzel's love interest might look like the perfect prince, and Disney had a bunch of women meet to decide what the perfect man would look like. Their feedback led to the creation of the Eugene we know and love. But what was he supposed to look like before the survey was taken? Let's just say it was nothing like the focus group described. He was tall with huge shoulders and a small head, and he was blonde. We just can't imagine this original Flynn giving us the smolder. We're glad they changed his look. Beast. If a character is just called the Beast, there is a lot of room for interpretation. The Beast we grew up with is kind of adorable. He's got a bear cow dog look going on, but he didn't always look this way. The earliest concept art had him looking way less mythical. Can you imagine what Beauty and the Beast would look like if he was a monkey? Well, that's exactly what he was. The Beast's original face looked just like a mandrill. It's a good choice for a monster. Mandrills can be really mean. Princess Anna. Anna from Frozen is one of the most popular princesses ever. She has a sweet face and fiery red hair. Her personality matches her appearance perfectly, but it didn't always. The early sketches of Princess Anna made the sweet little sister look kind of mean. The severe look on her face just doesn't match the Anna we know today at all. One thing that didn't change too much is her clothing. All of her clothing was inspired by traditional Norwegian fashion. We think they did a great job at evolving this character. King Triton. Disney had a unique challenge with The Little Mermaid. They had to make mermaids and mermen look totally relatable to their audience. We all know King Triton as the white-haired, caring father of Ariel, but he was going to look a lot different. The earliest sketches of him are shocking. He's completely bald. He has this crazy long mustache, and are those pointed ears? Something about him looks way less kingly than the Triton we've grown accustomed to. We can't believe how different these two sea kings look. Carl Fredricksen. Everyone knows Carl from Up. The animators successfully made him look like a grumpy old man and a sweet guy who loved his wife. That's a hard look to achieve. He's got the perfect grandpa vibe going on, but the first sketches were wild. Carl was going to be way less human-like and take on a frog-like appearance. He was even drawn as green. And look at that huge toad-like mouth. Up could have been a totally different movie. Think that's crazy? Stay tuned to find out how terrifying Ursula used to be. Princess Aurora. The classic Disney princess have been icons for several generations, and the star of Sleeping Beauty is no exception. We can't imagine Princess Aurora as anything but the blonde beauty that she is. But her animators had a completely different concept for the sleeping princess. She was going to have jet black hair. Her original art also had her wearing a peplum top and a shorter flared skirt. That doesn't look like medieval German fashion at all. They fixed her clothes and changed her hair color in the final version. Aladdin. The Prince of Thieves stole our hearts from the moment he stole a loaf of bread. Aladdin might give Flynn Rider a run for his money as the most handsome Disney prince, but he didn't always look like the guy Jasmine fell in love with. The entire Aladdin movie changed a lot from its earliest concepts. But take a look at the first Aladdin. He looks a lot younger and more cartoonish than the final version. And where is his iconic purple vest? We wonder how many times Aladdin was reimagined before they decided on the version we know. Rapunzel. The story of Rapunzel is a really old fairy tale, but our Rapunzel is one of the modern Disney princesses. The princess from Tangled has the big eyes and round face that is typical of modern Disney CGI, but her concept art is unrecognizable. The early Rapunzel is gorgeous, but she looks a lot older and more serious. We can't imagine her dancing around the tower and hanging out with Pascal. Can you imagine this Rapunzel with the original Flynn? It wouldn't even be the same movie.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
Genie. Nobody really knows what a genie looks like, so it was up to Disney to create something iconic for Aladdin. And we can't imagine a genie being anything other than a big blue dude. But the concept artist for Genie had something totally different in mind. The original sketch featured monster-like hands. And what is up with his forehead? His grin was pretty creepy too. One thing that did stay the same from the original was the ponytail. The original sketch is in black and white, so we don't know if Genie was always going to be blue. Ursula. Talk about a poor, unfortunate soul. Ursula, the sea witch from The Little Mermaid, went through a lot of changes.
Banished and exiled and practically starving.
She was originally imagined to be thin and regal, but then the animators came up with something truly terrifying. This Ursula looks like something out of a nightmare, as if the octopus-style witch wasn't scary enough in the original. They probably decided that this Ursula would frighten way too many kids and maybe some adults too. They toned down her look and made her more purple for the final version. Which original Disney character did you like the most? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to The Things. We'll catch you later.